Okay, good to be back out there again. Scheduled day off for Gary. We expect him to be back tomorrow. It was good to have him out there yesterday, and now we'll give him another day to kind of get closer to 100%, and we'll bring him back out tomorrow for practice. Questions?
How much of that are you doing this week with just, taking advantage of being able to give some guys some maintenance?
Very little in terms of taking him off the field. Gary's really the only one that we're taking off the field who could be out there practicing. And I just think it's in his best interest having gone yesterday. Day off will be good for him, and then he can go tomorrow. Then he'll have 2 days off. Then we'll come back on Sunday and get to work again.
Generally, when a guy, I guess, has gotten hurt, you're usually one of the first guys out there. How much of that is you wanting to know what it is immediately, directly from the medical staff?
I just try to assess it and see if I think he's going to be. If I think it's more than just a little ding, I try to get out there and just have some idea of how he's doing, how the kid is doing. I think for these players, they put so much into this. Sometimes when you have an injury and you can't immediately get back up off the ground, it's a tough experience. So I want to make sure I get out there and assess how they're doing.
How's the running back rotation going?
Good. 4 guys getting reps. It'll be good. Like I said, I think there's going to be a role for everybody in this game coming up.
Is the bye week a good time to try some different things at linebacker, whether it's health reasons or just to shake things up?
I don't know if it's a good time to try new things. We're pretty invested in this season right now, and we got a lot of reps invested in the players. What you can do though is you can get some of the second team guys a little bit more work, So and I think that's good. And then some of the first team guys that are practicing maybe take 1 or 2 more mental reps a day than they would physical reps. I think those things can be beneficial.
Are you taking a look at anyone on the offensive line, or are you happy with the way the offensive line is right now?
I'm not happy with our offensive production in general, so to say we're happy, but every week we're going to put the players out there that we think give us the best opportunity to be 1-0. There's no other way we'll make the decision. So, right now we've got probably 8 guys, working in the rotation, and as we get closer to game day, we'll decide if we're going to put the same 5 out there or do something different.
Chaffee's got 2 straight games with an interception, and it seems like he's made a lot of he had the fumble recovery against Washington State, he had the strip sack against Teddy Bridgewater last year. Do you believe in a guy having a nose for the ball? Does he have one? And if not, what is it that he's always seems to be making involved in turnovers?
I'd have to have a definition of the first one. What I would say is I think Anthony's got excellent ball skills. I think he's a very good all-around athlete, so when the ball is around him, he has a tendency to come up with it. So he's a guy who played on offense and defense in high school, so he's used to having the ball in his hands. I think sometimes when those guys go over and play defense, it lends itself a little bit more to getting some of those interceptions. Some of the plays on special teams, I think they're just tremendous effort plays.
With the bye, I guess this is a big recruiting weekend for the coaches.
It will be, yeah. We'll be out. We'll have I think somebody's going to be out today, and then we'll have quite a few people out, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then I even have something to go look at on Sunday.
Okay. Mara, in his second year as a starter, where is he at? How far has he come? Because I think him and Longo are the only 2 guys who have started every game on the defense going back to last year.
Yeah, if we had a plaque for my saying about consistency, that there's nothing more valuable in life than consistency, we'd put Dewani right on it. He is one of the rocks and the pillars of our defense, and somebody just does a great job of doing his job. And in his role, sometimes that means production, and sometimes it means production for other players, but just a really consistent performer for us, very valuable.
What's the biggest thing you get out of a bye week? I know you see look ahead to Indiana a little bit. Do you able to scale back and go back to the basics? What is just the biggest benefit of a bye week?
I think when the bye week is earlier in the year, you get a little bit more of that. Every practice you have to coach the fundamentals, and as you get into the season, I think one of the things you have to do is you have to coach the fundamentals within the drills, within the schemes that you're coaching. The biggest advantage probably for us this week is just a little bit of a head start on some of the things Indiana does. That'll help us, and always the opportunity to be a little bit healthier. You're not hitting.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
Have you been